Hi guys, it's me Danielle Danny Buttons, and I am back with another challenge video. But before we do that, I decided I would check in with you every once in a while on the progress of my no spend so everyone can keep me accountable. And right now it is August 13th and I'm still going strong. So 12 successful days of not buying any books. We're doing good, and yeah, I'll probably keep you posted every once in a while because I batch edit, so I batch film, so every filming day maybe I'll throw in an update. But I would like to do another coloring challenge. I really wanted to film something, and I do have a few ideas, but I'm not sure what I want to go with. So I figure let's let the challenge cup decide. That's the whole point, right? So I am going to mix these up. I apologize, my nails are a little bit not the best right now. Still a little bit blue from the tie-dye. It just like dyed my nails harder than my fingertips. So, soup. All right, closing my eyes. Okie dokie, let's pick this one. Color outlines, cool. So this challenge is, instead of coloring everything, you just kind of outline everything. So I could do a few different things here. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Let me get it out of my closet, hold on. Why don't we do the book that's intended to color just the outlines? So this is Erie's book. I'm not sure which one this is. I think it's called the Trace Around the World series. I'll have to look it up if I can. And I want to say this is volume 2. Again, I really have no idea. I have to look it up because it's not in English. But if you haven't seen these before, how this works, you might not even be able to see it now. Let's see. The lines are very, very faint, and the intention is for you to trace them. So if you look in the back, that's an example of tracing it. So I've done one page in here. I've done a few that I've painted them and then not worried about the lines at all. I messed up her face, which still makes me mad. And that's fine. Like, I think that looks pretty good. I think I did one more like that. I don't know. It's got a weird look to it because it's not very bold, obviously. But then I did one page where I did just trace instead of color it in. And I really like how this looks. Obviously, you could always go back and color this. No reason not to, but I think I'm gonna do another page just like this. So, what should we use? Whew. As for fine liners, I really have 2 options, I think. I have option 1 and option 2. I'm turned around to my cart, I'm sorry. Okay, so I have my Statler double tips. These have a fine liner end that I could use. I'm not sure how well it would work in this book on this paper. Basically, the line work is a tiny bit resistant because it is ink already. So we'll see. Like, I always specifically have problems with red anything, so I did smudge it a little bit, but if you're looking, that's really the only place I smudged it. So I probably will end up using this again, which are the Statler Tri Plus fine liners, which are these tips. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I think I have like a 46 set or something. I have the biggest set at the time, and it's just in this nice pencil case. Samuel gifted me a tiny 5-pack of the Bic Intensity fine liners, but this is only 5, so I don't know if we're gonna find any use for those specific colors, but it's an option. So I don't know which page to do. Let's see. I want to do something not too difficult, but something that has the potential to be colorful. I'm kind of looking at the little thumbnails. Again, I can't tell how easy or hard it is for everyone else to see what's on the pages. Yeah, her other books, obviously Romantic Country did get published in English, so it was much easier. That one might be fun and easy. There were words in English in some spots, but not so much for this one. Maybe that one, because we can make that be whatever color we want, right? Can you see it at all? If you can't, you'll see it as we create, so that's fine too. I don't know what to do about shadows. I'm so sorry. I'm really gonna try to work on better lighting because I can see shadows, but I don't know where they're coming from at the moment. So we're just gonna have to roll with this for now. Okay. I'm gonna do this one because I think we can make it super colorful. And again, first I'm just gonna do the outlines, and then later if we go back and color it in, that's up to later Danielle. I'm just gonna also dump these all out next to me. So that's fun. I frequently like to do the background first. I never have enough space. All right, so first I'm gonna throw this back there, just more out of habit than anything because this paper is real nice and should be fine. And then I'm gonna get a little piece of white next to me just so I can test the colors before I use them. And then we're just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna do this brown around the whole outside. So then you literally just trace right on the lines that are already there. And for doing this, just like with painting, you don't want to rub your hand all over it. So you kind of want to go away from your hand towards it. So again, I'm a righty, so I want to go from left to right and usually from top to bottom. But since I'm just doing this whole outline, this will be fine. I'll know not to rub my hand in this. So hopefully this picture will come to life as we're doing it and get more detail done. I really love tracing things. As a kid, I think this was only child problems. You'll have to let me know if you relate. I don't know, it could just be budding artist problems, but I loved tracing things. So I would always get tracing pads from craft stores and get coloring books and then just trace page after page. Like having a new tracing pad was the fanciest thing. Little Miss Noodles might have a bellyache, so we might get interrupted to let her in the back. But hopefully she's okay because we just went. Uh-oh. What are you growling at? Yeah, but I just told them I'm filming and that you're fine. You're not fine? Try laying down for a little bit. Lay down, Noodles. We'll see what she does. This would be very early to stop filming. She's very vocal. It's not looking good for us. I think I have to be right back. Well, that was super dramatic. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling that's not going to be the last time that she interrupts us. But basically, she almost had some bunny for lunch. 2 bunnies, in fact. If you saw my office tour, I peeked down that we have that pool on the deck, and I think that's what saved the bunnies. Usually we like check before we let them out, but I haven't seen them in a while, so I didn't look. Oh, I'm out of breath because that freaked me out. Hold on. Whew. Let me take a sip of water. Yeah, usually we look out back there before we let them out, but I didn't see them, and I had already opened the door, and her body was halfway out, so like I couldn't slam the door. And I saw 2 bunnies in the middle of the lawn, and I'm like, oh my gosh, run, bunny, run. And then obviously that made her be like, what's going on? And I don't know how they got away, but they made it out. So she doesn't like hunt them. She just wants to play with them and be like, what are you? And then obviously you can't do that when you're a dog and they're bunnies. So whew, that was traumatic, but I don't know. She definitely has a very rumbly tummy because you can like hear it when you're standing up and she's very far away. So hopefully she's good for now, but otherwise Might be interrupted again. She doesn't like go to the bathroom. She just eats grass, which obviously means she's got belly issues in itself, but you know. Okay, so back to the page. Basically, I'm just tracing over all these lines, and I really love doing things like this because as a kid, I loved tracing. I was a weird kid. I was an only child. I also used to love the process of writing, but I didn't always have things to say, so I would just take a book and copy it word for word. And that was like my idea of a good time. So I loved writing things down. And at one point I had gotten hold of my grandma's typewriter. Whew, that was the end of that game because I would just type everything. So I still have, I found my aunt's working typewriter a few years back, and so I still have that. And I should really take that out every once in a while. Okay, now I'm gonna do the leaves on all these flowers, and we'll pick a bud color afterwards. I also keep my paper around just to rest my hand on to minimize streaking or whatever. But again, I'm gonna work in the right order that we should be fine. Because these take a tiny bit to dry because it's on the line work, but it's not too bad. So, yeah, I love Erie, and it's kind of sad. I didn't want this volume first. I wanted the festival one, which is like all the seasonal stuff. But I made a mistake when I asked Sam for this. He got this for me. This and Bunny Girl for our anniversary last year, because apparently first wedding anniversary is paper. So what better paper than coloring books? So he got me this one and Bunny Girl, and he got me a subscription to Book of the Month, which love that, still use that. Yeah, I ended up linking some stuff down below that's just like in my forever links. I link Book of the Month in case you want to sign up, because like you get your first month free, and then I think I'll get a credit too, but it's definitely worth it. And otherwise you could always use that to find Book of the Month and then go in on your own. No pressure there. And I linked Scribd, which is my audiobook service, which I really enjoy. And because again, like Audible, from what I'm gathering, my friend has Audible, you have to pay per credit, and it's like, how much per credit? Like $10 a credit or something like that? I don't know. But this, you just pay $10 a month, and then you can listen to as many books as you want and read ebooks, excuse me. So I linked that down below because you get a 60-day free trial. Why not? Nice to try. And then I also linked Book Outlet because if you sign up through a friend, each of you gets $10. And I was like, that's nice too. So all of those things down there are, I guess, affiliate links, but they're ones that everyone who uses the service can have. So if you know somebody else who uses the service and want to get their link, you should ask them. Then I also have my Amazon affiliate link, so I'll probably have the pens linked. The book, if I do find it, will probably just be from Etsy. But Amazon affiliate program, I'm pretty sure anyone can sign up for that. You'll have to look into that. But just like Google Amazon affiliate program, and then you link things, and if somebody buys from your link, you get a tiny percentage. Like on coloring books, if you bought a coloring book from my link, I'd probably make 30 cents, which obviously all money is good money, but it adds up very slowly. So, not complaining. I'm on my way to earning my first gift card through them. You can either get paid straight to your bank account, or you can get paid with Amazon gift cards. And I think if you get paid with Amazon gift cards, you only need to make $10 minimum, but if you want it straight to your bank account, they won't pay you until you make $100. So that's very different. So I am hoping to get my first gift card soon. I really like the look of this already. It's so simple and nice and easy to do. And again, as is the theme of my channel at this point, I just like doing different things. So it's fun to try different things. I don't think I link anything else down below, but I've been trying to do much better at linking things, because if you watch videos from 2 years ago, sometimes my description would be completely empty, which is silly. So now if I mention other channels, I try to link them, and I'm doing much more work into my channel, which I think is why we're getting more reward. So I'm happy about that for sure. I still have a ton of new people that keep joining me, which is amazing. I did my first live, which now was on the 12th. I have no idea when this is going to end up being posted, because I'm realizing I might have one other video that has been like an overtime video, not a one-shot video, that might have gone up before this, or might go up right after this. We'll see. But either way, I don't know when this one's going up. So I just did my live yesterday at the time of filming this, and I'm very grateful for how many people showed up and talked to me there. That was a lot of fun. But I have no idea if I saved it right, because apparently it doesn't show the comments that happened during the live anymore. But on my end, I said to save them. And then also, there was an also, one moment. I always do the duck from her Romantic Country books in purple. Like, I always do his little tie purple, so I'm going to do that one in purple. Now, I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, my live. So it's not showing the replay of the chat, which I'm upset about, because I didn't do a very good job at repeating what I was answering, if you know what I'm saying. So instead of being like, oh, what book is this? This is blah, blah, blah. I would just answer. So then it's a very one-sided conversation. I'm going to do this whole duck in purple. Why not? If I keep him white, then it's not much to trace there. Yeah, so I'm hoping that next time it will go smoother. I'm also very confused about how it uploaded at all, because on my end, on the phone, which is where I recorded it, it just said waiting. And it said waiting for hours and hours and hours. And I'm assuming it was processing. So I had Sam go on his computer to see if he could find it, and he couldn't. And then I was getting comments on it. So obviously it was there for some people. And so finally I signed in this morning, and now it's there. But it says it's only been there for 7 hours. So I think it processed for a really long time, which is fine. But I don't understand how people were commenting on it while it was processing. So all that to be said, I might end up, because I've been doing videos every other day. And I would love to do more lives when I get the chance, but if they're going to take a whole day to upload, that kind of messes with my schedule. So I might do live videos the day before. I might also not keep up this pace forever, because, to be honest, I just think there's trends with when people watch things. So we'll see. I'm really using this month as a big analytics game. I'm going to put the pens I use on the other side so I don't repeat any colors, because why not? I think I'm going to do the flowers in yellow, and I just tapped the monopod, so now you are quaking. I apologize. So, Can you even see the yellow? Maybe not. Can you see it on camera? I can't see the camera from sitting. Let's stand up and see the camera. It is very faint, but I think it's good enough. I like it, so. But now maybe I won't do the sun in yellow. I'll just double outline them a little extra. Yes, so I've been starting to get a few video requests, which I will try to start working on. I am just worried because I am not an expert, so I'm very flattered people want my opinions on some of these things, but I'm just worried that I won't be able to give the best information. Like, people want some basics from me. I might do a whole video called Behind the Video or Behind the Screen or something, where I show my setup again and show how I do things to get the video to you, which everything I do is super simple. So that could be fun. It's always hard too because there's a balance of people that are also making videos and that have been doing this a lot longer than me or as long as me or whatever, and they know a lot of the information, and new people. But of course, I want new people to get to the point where they want to make their own videos maybe, or where they feel confident in their work. So it makes sense to do some stuff for them too. So I'm getting a tiny bit of bleeding, I guess. Smudging, that's it, smudging. But I probably just didn't wait long enough to dry, and it doesn't bother me. So if it does bother you, you'd want to be more careful about drying time before you're moving on to the next color. I don't think I need this one. It's hard because another good reason to have the board behind your page is so it doesn't imprint onto the next page, which I've had happen before. And Erie books, it won't happen in, but I've had books where I've pressed hard and the ink doesn't go through or anything, but the ink from the back side will rub off. So if it's a double-sided page, you'll get smudging. So I think that's all our flowers. Nope, one more under my hand. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna do our sun in an orange then. Let's do him. It's always a fine balance for me between doing things in accurate colors versus making the page look cohesive. But for something like this, where it's just the outlining, I think you can go crazier with colors because it's not as overpowering when you're done. I mean, obviously do what you want anyway, but for my aesthetic eye, my style or whatever, that's my frequent conflict. Yes, so what else? So again, at time of filming, tomorrow is Sam's birthday. It will already be past, but the video I have tomorrow I think is fun. It's his collection. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link that up above. He, I think, has 5 coloring books that most of them came from 2017, 2018. And he really hasn't colored in them since then, but he's a very good sport when it comes to sharing my hobbies. I'm not as good with his, which is something I need to work on, but it's hard. His hobbies are weird. No, they're not weird, but like he loves basketball. He's been so happy that basketball has been back in the bubble. He's a Miami Heat fan. I don't really know how that happened because we are not from Miami, but I think what happened was he liked LeBron James a lot when he went to Miami, and then LeBron left, but he's stuck with Miami. So they're finally doing better, and they're like back in the playoffs or whatever. So he's super into that. But it's so hard. I don't know. I like sports. I really like football, but I can never get into basketball. So I try to listen. I know a lot of the players' names at this point. We went to a game in December. That was his Christmas gift. We actually went in Boston, which is where we went for our anniversary. And, yeah, I don't know. I just, the squeaky shoes is what gets me. So, I like to play basketball, and by that I mean like horse, not actual basketball. But he sits in his new chair and watches all the games and goes on like Reddit to discuss. And then obviously, well, not obviously, but I will tell you now, he's also into video games, mostly PC games. Definitely different genres of games that I'm interested in. I play Animal Crossing and Mario games. And Animal Crossing is a new arrival to my repertoire. See, doesn't this just, like, this is so easy and fun and quick. I love it. So I'm going to do... Oh, the markers went under the page. Another purple, a darker purple for the fleur-de-lis. I think the markers were holding up the page, so that's fun. That doesn't even look purple. Yeah, it's fine. But I always say that his hobbies are so much harder to shop for than mine, because obviously, like, I read and I color. Books are so... I want a lot of them. That's why I did this no spend. So it's super easy to just, like, find a $5 book as a gift. Or find that one French coloring book that shipping is $35. But for him, it's like computer parts. I can't buy his computer parts because he would want very specific stuff. So he would have to give me a very specific list. So shopping is always difficult. My computer is shutting off in front of me from not using it. Wake up, computer. After my no spend, I may also make my first Amazon Japan purchase for the other books in this series, or buy Erie in general, because I love this. I love her, like, art style. I'm gonna do maybe a blue for the moon type one. See, even with the short video, I run out of things to say. We're playing a game. Oh, I can talk about the game. So my cousin calls us the other day. Basically, okay, my dad has one brother, and his brother has 2 daughters. So, like, our little family is the 3 of us cousins, and we all live within 2 miles of each other. I technically live the farthest away now, at 2 miles. And we're all very, very close. And always have been. So my cousin calls, and it's the one that I went to her house to save us from Noodles barking at everyone in the world, really. But I went to her house, and she called, and she's like, I got this game called Tag. Do you want to play? And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, let's play. And I was like, is there actual running involved? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll play. So basically what the game is everyone has a target, which is somebody else playing, and you have to tag them by doing whatever your card says. So you might have to get them to walk past the card in the window. Or you might have to get them to sit on the card. Or you might have to, I'm trying to think of other examples that were there. You might have to get somebody else to hand them the card. Whatever it is, it's a like secret who you have and what your method is, and you have to get your person out, and then if you get them out, you get their person, and it keeps going. So it's the 3 of us cousins and then our 3 significant others, and we just started this game, and it should be very interesting. I think I am going to have an easy first round. My problem is I don't drive, so I'm going to have to trick them into coming to me, which might pose a problem. But I think my first round will be easy. But who I have, I think that this person will be nice and gullible for me to tag them. But then after that, who knows who I will get. But it's just funny because, so me and my 2 cousins are very close, but our significant others aren't around as often, which, I mean, it's just natural. Like, it's not weird that they're not around. But I don't know how any of them are going to get each other, because anytime, if they're like, oh, hey, it's going to be suspicious. You know what I mean? Like, it's really natural for my cousins to just drop over, but it wouldn't be for their significant others to just drop over. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I was going to tell you more about who I have and what my prompt is, but I don't want them to magically, this be the one video they see. Because wouldn't that be the case? So, luckily, I know Sam does not have me, and I do not have him, because I think we'd both be out real quick. Okay, what other colors do we got left? I am getting messages. Let me lower the volume. I don't know what other colors to do. Maybe we'll do, whoa, I hit you again. I don't think that one was as bad. A nice red crown. It's more of a pink. Yeah, so this is almost cheating with my outline challenge, because these are just, you're supposed to outline them, but I definitely recommend trying this. So for any other book, you would still basically just draw on the lines, but maybe you draw a little bit next to them instead. For that gate, I kind of want to do another brown. I hiccuped, I'm sorry. Wow, okay. So yeah, we're in the middle of this tag game. And by the middle, I mean we just started, but I'm very interested in seeing how this goes. Because there's multiple types of prompts and things. Up to 10 people can play, but only 6 of us are playing right now. So I'm interested in seeing. I hope it's successful, because they're very excited about it. So of course, I want it to go well, but I'm worried about the commitment of some of our significant others. Because, yeah, when I don't want to give away the answers. I guess this video is going up so late that by then, hopefully, I've already won. But my person was not there when we were giving out the answers, so I couldn't get them. But Sam's person was there, and I think he should have just gotten them right away. But he didn't. And I was like, oh, you lost your chance. So I don't know. Don't know how it's going to work. Other than that, we keep getting thunderstorms, which just now, ever since we almost lost power, I'm really nervous that we're going to lose power. I hate the dark, guys. I hate it. I don't want to be in the dark, really, ever. It's so funny because my cousins that I'm mentioning love the dark, and they both, when they're home, just sit in the dark and watch TV in the dark and listen to music in the dark. But when I'm home, my lights are on all the time. Until very recently, I would sleep with lights on. Now I sleep with the TV on, which is a pretty big light anyway. So I really do still sleep with lights on. Luckily, Samuel and I can both sleep through basically anything. So the light does not bother either of us. But I don't get the dark. Why do people like the dark? When I'm home alone, I just put all of the lights on. When I'm home with people, they get mad that I do that, so I have to turn some off. But even during the day, all the lights are on. Beautiful. 2 left and then the feather. We're doing good. I think we're about 35 minutes. See, I love to keep my videos at around 45 minutes. I just think that is a nice length. What should we do? Oh, I forgot to toss that over there. What should we do for this guy? I want to do, might do, no, I'll do green right away. 2 greens in a row should be all right. Oh, I forgot that the flowers are also green, so this is a lot of green. But it should be fine because obviously the little lion in here, or whatever type of cat he is separated from everybody else, so. Whew. I'm super thirsty. I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes I forget to drink during the day. I don't know why or what it is. I always have a water bottle with me, but I won't drink all day, and then at night I'll just drink 4 or 5 water bottles worth. Because again, I drink out of a reusable bottle. This big boy, I can't tilt him or I'll drip everywhere, but it's a like 32 ounce. And I'll forget to drink all day, and then at night I'll drink like 3 of those. Luckily, I don't get up in the night to use the bathroom. So like once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Sam gets up to use the bathroom, but I also think he's mostly asleep when he does that too. All right, 2 things left. I want to do the feather in blue. I do not know why. I might do a light blue. So what should we do this last shield? I'm kind of like looking over to the side to see if anything sticks out to me. Maybe I'll just do a dark gray. Why not? I think I'm almost due for a new set of these Tri-Plus fine liners, because I use these for my bullet journal and I've been using them for 2 full years now, so some of the tips are getting smushed down a little bit, which makes them harder to use. A lot of people don't like these because you really do have to hold the pens up and down to get them to work, but I love them for journaling. Wee. I love it. I think this is looking really good. Another successful challenge. I hope everyone is enjoying the challenge videos. I'm definitely enjoying making them. It's a lot of fun to do different things. Again, that might be my channel theme. Try something different. But it's definitely gotten me to work in books that I might have otherwise overlooked, which I try to keep my book collection to mainly books that I want to use, because if I don't like it, I usually just give it away. So if I have a book, I should be willing to color in it. I think that these challenges help me remember that. There we go. We finished. What do you think? I think it looks even better on camera than it does in real life. So that is that challenge all wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any ideas for more challenges, let me know down below. If you try any of these challenges yourself, let me know. I'll check it out wherever I can. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Why not? We're fun. And like, comment, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you again in 2 days. Bye.